NicknLex here.
Hey everyone!
How's it going? So tonight, guess what? Alexa's doing a marathon with me. Wow, this is really special. It's been a while.
It has
been a couple of years.
Yes.
This is a raffle, a win for Kevin, long-haired Kev.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. Here it is, the raffle marathon. So you want to go through the songs we're gonna react to today?
Yes, he said these were some of his favorite blues guitarists, so he put them in a list for us. And he did the first song, Blue Radio by Warren Haynes.
Mm-hmm.
The second song is Miss Ida B by Buddy Guy. Then Mr. Collins by Albert Collins. And Cherry Red Wine by Luther Allison. So I've never heard any of these names, honestly.
I've only heard of Buddy Guy.
Okay.
But only the name. I don't know if I've heard any music.
Okay.
So this is very interesting.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm excited.
We don't do a lot of blues, so maybe, hey, maybe this starts like a rabbit hole. But again, thank you so much, Kev. Like, if that's okay, of course, Kev. To call you Kev. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. 4 songs, almost 25 minutes of music. We might pause, we might not, but we will definitely talk.
Yes, thank you. Like Nick said, thank you, Kev, for being a member of La Familia on Patreon. That's why you were able to enter into this raffle and win the raffle of this marathon. If anyone's interested, please check out the details in the description of our Patreon. But yeah, let's get started. Blue Radio.
Blue Radio.
Warren Haynes.
Here we go.
Thank you.
I think this is a large jam. 8 minutes.
Yep.
Here we go. Okay.
Wow.
Rebels facing a brand new world.
Wow.
Standing in the doorway without a clue. Devil
Very
sat
good.
on of us,
Very good.
and we'll go right straight to hell before we're through. Yeah, heroes, we don't need you anymore. Your frozen strength can't help us with our fear. We got bottles washing up on every shore, and the message is loud, even if it ain't so clear. Yeah, the government ring on your hit parade. What became of your world? What you had made? Where did you go? Oh, Blue Radio. And what about those whose colors were true? Those golden dreams, why did they have to go? Now there's too much grief in between me and you. Biggie, oh, and Golden Cherry, watch them change, take your spirit away. Suffering,
I was like,
searching
this
for
sounds.
my dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this game is not what you came to play. Now the lights go down on another stage, and videos never be the same.
Wow. We got reggae vibe here.
Exactly.
Sounds like Mark Knopfler.
Oh yeah.
Midnight train
Wow.
rolling in from Georgia. Big old Ray, James, and Wild Richard too. And the same thing that derailed your glory
Okay, I thought.
took Jimmy and James and gave the devil his due. Say yeah, so tell me where did you go? Oh, Blue Radio. What about those whose colors were true? Those 43, why did they have to go? Now the lonely streets dying to look through. Yeah, where did you go? Blue Radio. What about those whose colors were true? Those 43, why did they have to go? Now there's too much rain in between me and you. Blue Radio. Blue Radio. Blue Radio. Yeah, Blue Radio. Oh.
Wow. Wow.
That was really good.
Wow.
I think my dad would really like this.
Oh yeah.
I think he would. He's a big
He's a
blues
big
rock
blues guy.
fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This felt so good. I mean, like the quality, the drums were like ridiculous. The bass, the just the keyboards, everything was just so, and that because it said 2009. I was like, nah, this sounds like 90s.
Yeah. I know. I was thinking that too. I'm glad you looked
You
at
know
it.
what it felt like? This song felt like a soundtrack of some like really good movie.
Okay.
Like, you know what the voice reminded me of Perry, what's his name?
Steve Perry.
Right?
Oh yeah. Okay. From Journey.
Journey. It had
Okay.
that really like big band sound, like
Yes.
big, like the
And
way
he
was
does the voice and the guitar. I don't get this because it says personnel and it says Warren Hayes guitar and vocals, drums and bass played by your imagination. So I don't know what that means.
Is that the name of the band?
I don't know.
Warren Hayes and Your Imagination.
Played by your imagination.
That's kind of weird.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he does or if he does it all. So please let us know. But this was so good. It was the great combination of a blues and rock sound, perfectly combined. Just, yes, very majestic. The quality, so good.
Yeah.
Everything is just quality, you know?
Yes,
There's
yes.
nothing missing, nothing in excess. It just feels right. And it's
the mix of
yes.
it all. Like the drums were like fat. They were punchy.
Yes.
The bass was like really good. I mean, the guitar at the first solo, it sounded a little bit almost like he was making a homage to Mark Knopfler. It had the same
I got that
sound
when you said it.
I love those really like nice little rakes, like the
yes
when you like dive into the strings. And then those bends he would do, like double bends, these like bends you do with two fingers, like
yes.
It's like, oh my god, like
really,
this
really
guy
good.
literally, like, this is some really like sexy music.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah,
it's like
totally.
Steamy, right? Isn't
totally.
Isn't
and
that a
his
good
voice
word?
is so like you know, like hoarse that it's so
good. It felt really high budget, like really like they
yes.
really know what they're doing. And man, 1993, amazing. Really good.
I totally agree.
I'm a fan.
Me too. I think this was a great choice, Kevin. So thank you very much. And let's see what Buddy Guy has for us.
I think Buddy Guy's older, so this is from Can't Quit the Blues.
Okay.
Oh,
that says
gotta
2006
be wrong.
here. If you just go there.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Because sometimes when you search it in Wikipedia, it doesn't show up.
That's true, yeah. Let's see. Oh, 2006. Yeah.
Really? Oh, wow. So it's like an
Okay.
older, like he's already older there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but it's a compilation.
Oh.
So, but the song, when did it come out? Does it say? I mean, it's not so important, you know. Can't Quit the Blues. Because I think Buddy Guy is like 60s or 50s.
Let's see.
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay, 2006. Yeah.
I guess that's when he
what
wrote
it
it.
says.
Okay.
Everywhere it says,
1999.
1996.
You let us know.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, there's like no information about this.
Please enlighten us.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get started.
All right, 1, 2, and. Sounds newer. Wow, look at this.
Have you seen Miss Ida B? Hello world, yeah. Have you seen Miss Ida B? She's a coffee-colored brown, and she looked something like a Japanese. I love you, Miss Ida B, yeah. And I just can't hardly keep it here. I love you, Miss Ida B, yeah. And I just can't keep it here. I've been in love with you, Miss Ida B, baby, ever since you was a kid. Another man snoring in my baby's face.
There we go. What did you think about it? Huh?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know. I just
want to
wanna...
know what you thought.
I loved it.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? You didn't like it?
This is the type of blues. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, but for me, it's just draggy, you know? Like, it was a 6.5 minute song. The lyrics were the same,
but that's
sentences
the blues.
repeated. I know. This is the formula. You're going to leave me. I'm going to be alone.
But that's the blues.
I'm crying about it.
But honey bunny,
I
that's
know,
the
but
blues.
I know. But this is like the other thing that we listen to. I like that mix of the bluesy sound, and also the distortion of this guitar was not my favorite. I'm sorry.
It was clean.
Well, the tone or something, I don't know. It was just like not warm to me, you know?
No.
Like, I don't know. That's just me. And yeah.
That's okay. You know, I love that you're honest. You know, maybe this is more Delta. Even although Delta is even Delta blues. Remember Crossroads, the movie with Steve Vai? That blues with the harmonica.
That's fine.
It's even old. This is a little bit more modern. But this blues is like the typical, this is like more like B.B. King.
Yeah.
This is what inspired like Eric Clapton.
And it's all
Stevie Ray
very
Vaughan.
Predictable, and
That's the pentatonic scale.
I understand.
She
that.
lives with
I
a jazz
understand.
freak and a fusion guy.
But
so
like,
you can't compare this with like
but
the music that I listen
I
to.
feel like I can say that it's not my style.
Yeah,
You know,
of
even though
course.
I'm not comparing it to anything, I just
Yeah, I know.
don't. I
Now-
don't have the same level of like for it. I respect them both because they're both unique.
What do you
but
respect,
as far like the two types of music, right? The one that stays within the realm, and then the one that breaks through all the rules and doesn't follow time signatures and doesn't follow like, you know, certain rules. And then that's
Okay.
just very boxed in and linear. I respect the two styles, but for me, what I would listen to on my free time is not this.
Okay, good.
So
Now, what I liked about this, I did like it, but I totally understand you, because when we started listening to blues on the channel, I didn't like the blues at all.
mhm.
But because I've been listening to all this other stuff before. So, but what I did like the tone of the guitar, because it was very like clean, and it was just like the licks were, yes, they were predictable and everything, because that's the blues, you know, you don't really go that wild in this kind of blues. But I love the keyboards, and it reminded
The
me very
keyboards were
much
good.
of Pink Floyd
Yes.
Shine On You
This is
Crazy
true.
Diamond. The chord progressions
Yeah.
are very similar.
Totally
Like
true.
in the minor key, it's supposed to be set, and it's also like the steamy kind of like, you know, like, didn't you feel that? A bit out, just like try not to like
very like sensual kind of. Yeah.
It's
I
essential,
can see that.
essential music.
Like most of blues is very like,
yes,
you know,
yes,
like
yes.
slow loving, and like, yes, it was definitely like that.
Yeah, like almost like a, and yes, that's what it's called, the blues, because when you're sad, your woman left you. I found it hilarious that it said, I hate to even think about a man snoring in my baby's face.
Yes.
That is obviously not a good, you know.
Yeah, I like that line too. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I totally get it. So let's see what we have next here. But I like that you're being honest.
Thank you.
And because that's how we are, you know, we can't like everything. Yeah, that's just the way it is. So Albert Collins, let's see what he has to be.
Okay.
I hope this is more upbeat. So what do you want? More like action? You want more distortion, more time signatures? You want to move
this is too much of the
same
typical, like, yeah, like for example, if it's bluesy inspired, like, Gary Moore or
Oh.
something, like that's still blues, but it's like,
Yeah, it's a
this
little bit more
is
fusion.
too much of the
same.
template type of song of the blues that I just don't like, but very different than the first. And let's see what this one has
Let's go with
to
the
offer.
third. Here we go.
Yes. See, this is already like out there.
Mr. Collins, please, Mr. Collins. Don't play so loud, Mr.
That bass line. It's very funky.
Yeah.
Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins, Mr. Collins. Please, Mr. Collins.
There's some.
Loud, Mr. Collins.
I was gonna grab.
Mr. Collins.
I love that it's instrumental.
Collins, Mr. Collins. Please, Mr. Collins. Hey, Mr. Collins.
Wow.
Very cool.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
what do you
Big
think?
difference, obviously, in the styles. This is got the blues kind of undertone, but mixed with some funk, some very nice like orchestration, instrumentation, background vocals, instrumental.
Yeah.
Like
Very
but-
good analysis because it is funk. It's
Mhm.
literally just 2 chords. It's like that chord. It's ba-da, ba-da. That's it. It's the
Mhm.
same chord. The
Yeah.
da-da-da-da. That's just like a little like line there. But it's just 2 chords. It's one chord where he's like, you know, isn't that wonderful?
Yes, yes.
And this reminded me more of James Brown, Sex
Oh,
Machine.
Okay.
Sex Machine. But very cool improvisation. Like you said, you got the little bit of horns in there.
So
You know, the
good.
bass is really cool. Kind of like taking it's a 5-minute vamp.
Yes.
Really cool.
Yes. The whole thing was a vamp, but it felt nice and groovy, and
Mhm.
every instrument got its place. You know, and yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. This is what I'm talking about. You know, this is really good.
Yeah. So you want to take a little break?
Sure.
Yeah. Because I mean, I'm
Why?
used
Because
to.
I took my headphones off?
Yeah.
Well, just because they squeezed my head a little bit.
Oh wow.
So I just wanted like a little break of the headphones, but other than that, I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
One more song, "Cherry Red Wine." This is by Luther Allison.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, but marathons are intense, huh?
They are intense. Imagine I do this like
Respect.
3 times a day
Yeah.
sometimes. But not anymore.
I like it, but it's like hard for me to like be sitting for so long. You know,
and
like
then I do like very long ones. This is a short
I-
one because this is when I'm like halfway through it.
wow. Yeah, I know. Yours are
Like 1 hour
Really,
is like the
really good.
minimum. So when they have 45 minutes, I feel people are like not getting their time worth.
oh,
But here we go with
cherry red wine.
let's go.
Watching you, babe. Watching you all the time. Watching you, baby. grass that grows on your grave will be cherry red.
Too much blues or what?
Love it.
But I mean, because obviously this one followed the same that's the formula.
Same
That's
formula. And
It's 3 chords. It's the pentatonic scale. It's the blues scale. It's
3 sentences. Also, like
it's because the
there's
thing.
no change.
But
And
the
it's
thing.
very,
But look, Alexia, you have to see it this way. I used to be just like you when we started the channel, and I got so much crap for it, which is fine, but I was comparing it to the wrong music. But basically, you got spoiled.
I think
You got spoiled with Yes and Chicago and Kansas and Genesis and all these bands
like,
where
that
there's so
fills
much
me so much
there's so much
more.
going on. You can't compare it with blues. Blues is a music that is for the suffering man, you know? And that's what it is. And it's about that, you know, it's about my baby left me and, you know, and all that stuff. And it's all like improvisation. And obviously it's not like Yngwie Malmsteen improvisation or Alan Holdsworth and that kind of stuff. But it is what it is. I really enjoyed this one, especially this last one was the formula that also I was not a big fan of, but I love that it was a little bit more aggressive here.
Yeah.
There was a little bit more distortion
Yes.
and pain and suffering, and that, you know, that's what it is. And yes, it is a style, you know, it is, I think, almost what I think the blues is like an acquired taste. You either get it or you don't get it. And it's like when I played you Dream Theater the first time, you were like, well, yeah, I guess it's very busy. You know?
And this is very like very
The lack of.
yeah.
I think what you don't like is that it's repetitious.
The whole thing, everything is repeating itself. Like not only the lyrics, like you said, the chords, and even when like they improvise, and I say they because not just him, I'm not pointing him out or even Buddy Guy, it's just the style. Like it feels like they're going in a circle, even when they're improvising. Like
Yeah, it's
it
because
just
it's the
feels
same
like it's
note.
the same thing, like over and over, and it's just like, I don't know, you know, it's like hard to like enjoy because it's just like, come on, man, like go out there a little bit.
The
Like,
thing
show
is,
me something I haven't heard.
yeah.
Take me somewhere that I don't know that you're gonna take me. And maybe that's not the point of this music, and I understand. But
It's
what I
not.
noticed in the both songs is like the lyrics, right? Like very basic, same 3-4 lines throughout the song, and then at the very end, something very clever,
Yeah.
right? Like a big change in the lyric.
Yeah.
Something that hadn't been said before, that was like the punchline. That was really good in both songs.
Yes.
Because in the first one, he was like, oh, I can't imagine anyone snoring next to my baby. And then this one was like, if you keep drinking so much wine, even the grass is going to grow red. Like, that's good, you know?
Yeah.
So,
No,
yeah.
I think you just like heard a lot of like music with a lot of weird time signatures and chord progressions that are different, especially stuff like Yes, you know? And I mean, we've been through this crazy prog fest.
Yeah.
And so obviously blues can be a little bit underwhelming, but it is, like I said, it's an acquired taste. And yes, they don't play chromatic scales almost. There's no chromaticism. A little bit, you know, the blues scale. But you're just used to like Steely Dan and stuff like that. That's very complex. It's very
because
jazzy.
even before we started the channel, I wasn't a big blues fan. Like,
Well, neither was
I-
but I
I-
got into it more.
I do remember my dad had this album of B.B. King called
Riding with the King?
A Genius Loves Company.
Oh, okay.
It was a really good album, and every song he sang with a different artist. So
Okay.
he does one with Tracy Chapman, and like, I don't know, just a bunch of different artists. Like I think even Dave Matthews, and just
Okay.
like really different people. And
So
I
it gave it
really-
like a really
Yes, I really like that
Unique.
because the song was a mix of like, oh, example, right? I don't remember, but like Sheryl Crow and like it
it was
was
very jazz.
he kind of injected his thing in there, but it wasn't overtaking the entire song, and that's why I remember liking that album.
Mhm.
But my dad is a big blues fan, and I've told him like even before the channel, like I'm not a fan.
He's
like,
also very big Latin jazz, and which is also very different from just jazz.
yes,
Latin jazz, that took me a while to get
Yeah.
into, but now I kind of
Yeah.
like get it when
thanks to Jose.
yeah, because when they like just listening to original salsa,
Mm-hmm.
and now when they play like Latin jazz and inject the salsa,
Mm-hmm.
salsa,
Salsa.
like
You
Seinfeld.
just want to say salsa. How does someone get a salsa and not get a salsa?
But yeah, so there it is, you guys.
Thank you, guys.
It's maybe she needs to listen. I think a blues guitar player that you would love, John Mayer. You like John
I
Mayer.
like John Mayer.
That's blues.
But okay, like
But
it's
more
not,
modern. It's a more
Yes,
modernized
yes.
version. Another blues player I think that you like is Eric Johnson.
I love Eric Johnson again.
But it's also he's
blues
more
inspired, but he took it to
jazz.
the next level.
Yes,
like
yes,
he didn't just stay there.
yeah.
like
yeah.
You know,
I think what you like is more the stuff that I've been playing you, like the blues jazz
yeah.
kind of like where they take it a little bit further.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was just interesting to listen to a little bit more, basic
Yeah.
blues.
I like
And
that there were two kind of more
blues inspired.
non-traditional. Yeah.
first
and then
song stole the show, I'm
two
sorry.
traditional ones. Yeah.
The first song
one was amazing.
completely stole the show.
Totes agree.
And then the second one, yes, it was a little bit on the just plain, more
Mhm.
plain side. The third one was like you said, more like a funk
Mhm,
fest.
mhm.
And then this one was again a little bit more just the regular,
Yes.
But I think
Yes.
this was a fine example of music. Is
Selection.
Marley snoring?
He is snoring. Too much blues for him as well, the angel. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. Thank you for enjoying these songs. Kev, thank you for putting them together.
Yes.
Again, for being a member of La Familia on Patreon. Thank you all for watching this. If you're still watching this at the very end, you clearly enjoy what we do. So please go ahead and like the video, subscribe. We would love to see you all in the next one.
Thank you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.